There's another baby. Hey, we got this to work. Yay. Sorry, everyone. Technical difficulties. That she wants is another baby. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Waiting for somebody to show up. People. Well, hello, Wendy. It's been a long time no see. Just waiting for people to show up. There's a lot of new things happening in the world of tarot and true crime and everything else. I have some exciting announcements. Girl, I've been busy. I got 2 books coming out. And actually, I'm going to be talking about that tonight on top of reading tarot like I normally do. And your girl's been busy. She's going for her PhD. She's writing books. She's creating websites, creating businesses. She's doing a lot of things. Lots of things. Eventually, you're going to be able to book with me for like longer personal readings. I'm in the process of working on that. It's another thing I need to talk about. I got a lot of things in the pike, you know. Oh, I think everybody wants to write a book this year. Like everyone I talk to is like, I want to write a book. I currently have 2 books with the publisher. They're being narrated and illustrated right now and edited. And they should be coming out pretty soon. So, I mean, probably, I can't say a specific time because, like I said, I don't know how long it's going to take for the editing process and the publishing process, but we're going to create them into ebooks. They will be available on my website, Master You, and so that's kind of cool news. That's something I wanted to share with all of you. In fact, I do have Kevin, the IT guy, coming in about 15 minutes. I have to send him a link right now. So, yeah, it's some exciting news. I think everybody wants to write a book this year. It's like I know 5 people are in the process of writing books. I'm actually writing book 3 and 4 right now, and going for my PhD. So life has been busy. So you haven't seen me. I haven't really had a lot of time. In fact, I'm like kind of kicking myself right now because I'm not doing homework. But hey, you need a break once in a while. So I'm going to be doing a couple of card readings for anyone who has a question until Kevin, the IT guy, gets here. In fact, my cards haven't even been like used in a long time. I know you probably have a question, Wendy. I'm going to do general of what the collective needs to know until I get some questions. Even my cards are sticking together. It's been a while. The very first card I got was the Queen of Cups. We've got a nurturing rose. You know, she's sitting on her throne. Then we have the Page of Wands, which is reversed, meaning we're not very creative right now, collective. Wonder why? Are we stuck with something? And we have the Queen of Wands, which, you know, she's like got a sunflower, she's on her throne, she's got the stick in her hand, she's got a black cat. You know, she's feisty. You know, man, it's been a while since I've done cards. So what you been up to, Wendy? Anything good? Anything fun? Anyone have anything fun? So much is going on. Okay, well, share. Come on. Anything fun? Besides, you want to write a book? Any questions for the cards? Come on. I mean, we got the Sun card coming out. That means happy endings. You know, fun times. Oh, going back to court with the whole custody thing. I'm trying to get 50. I'm trying to end the 50. Ooh, let's see what the cards have to say about that. Trying to end the 50-50. Oof. Well, I got a couple of different cards coming out for you. Nine of Wands. Somebody's injured. Not thinking correctly. See, Sophia's got the bandage on her head. That's your past. So something happened. Doesn't look good. Your future or your present is the Three of Cups. You're all celebrating something. So I think you're going to win this court case. He's not going to, you know, you see this whole boat with the Six of Swords. She's trying to get away from him. He's going to fight. Tooth and nail. But bottom of the deck, we've got Temperance, which you've got 1 foot into water and 1 foot on land. So it could be a long fight, but I think you're going to win this. And it may be expensive, just to let you know, which money is always a necessity for these types of things. Ooh, we've got a Tower, though. Somebody's going to have a rude awakening. I don't think he expects you to go back to court. But the King of Pentacles is going to give up his money. You're going to get child support. Of course he doesn't want to pay child support. Oh. Well, I mean, you don't want legal advice from me. I could take a look and see what's going to go on with that serving. Oh. He's going to fight for that too. The money that he served you for. But the wheel is in the Wheel of Fortune, so it's an ending of an old cycle, beginning of another one. But I also did get the Tower, so it could go either way. But the bottom of the deck is the Best Friend of the Year award. So maybe you'll become victorious. I mean, it is what it is, Wendy. Yeah, I think you're the only one in here. I think I need to share the live a little bit more. Why is this not sending out to Kevin? I mean, I don't think anyone wants you to, I don't think he expect that at all. Going back, he wasn't expecting me to appeal the whole thing. That includes the money and the custody. Oh, that could be interesting. I mean, you probably, let's see if you're going to win that one. Page of Cups, somebody's like a fish out of water. He's a fish out of water, but it looks like she's like victorious. Queen of Pentacles, you got your money. Lots of money. It's going to be a battle, though. It's not going to be speedy. It's going to be a tough one, not going to lie. Lots of money. Gotta love the money. I'm actually going to share the live to some more people because didn't know. I think it's just you and me, Wendy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, looks like we got somebody else coming in. Oh, yes, I can definitely check that. Wendy. See what shows up. Whoa. So the Hierophant normally, when upright, means he's a very religious person. Reversed, he's hiding something. Maybe you might have to subpoena those records. Doing some tarot readings for whoever just joined. If you have a question, drop it in the chat. Justice. I feel like your lawyer is going to be your saving grace if you have a lawyer. Knight of Swords. It's keeping you up at night. Whatever this is, Wendy, whatever this, you can't let it. Ooh, that one flew. You're going to have two choices, and that's how it's going to end. Or he's going to have two choices, either or. But it looks like, because it's a woman in the photo, I think it's you. I think it's going to end into two choices, whether you do this or that. And with the Justice card, I think it's going to be in your favor either way. So we'll see how it goes. You gotta let me know. But subpoena those records. That's for sure. That's what I would do. Ooh. The one that flew out of the deck is the Nine of Wands. Somebody got hurt. Maybe that's the second person. Yeah, it is going to be a long road. I'm sorry. But it is what it is. But I got the Three of Pentacles. We're going to be celebrating with some money. Look at that money. Money, money, money. Think money, money, money. And then under that is the Four of Wands, which is a celebration. Celebrating something. Hey, hello.
Backstage.
Hello. You are
Howdy doody.
I'm doing well.
I don't hear anything. Hang on. I do not hear anything.
Can you hear me now?
Hold on. Why can't I hear anything?
I have no idea. Your
I don't hear anything.
Your microphone's working.
Why can't I hear anything? I tested my mic. I am an IT guy. Yeah, right. No, hold on. I'm checking. What's going on here?
I think it's just StreamYard.
Settings. Microphone. Let me say my microphone.
Your microphone's working.
Devices, cameras, devices. How does my microphone work? My headset. Hold on. What's going on?
Can you hear Kevin?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I cannot.
Yes.
What is going on? Now I'm having some shit. All right. Let me see why I can't hear anything. Hold on.
Maybe it's your headset's not on. I can hear you now. Well, no, I can't hear you now.
PC connected. Oh, well, we don't need the phone to be.
That's why.
Settings, Bluetooth. Oh.
There we go. Something happened because now I can't hear you anymore. Can you hear me now? Wait, I can hear you. Oh, he's frozen. He's Kevin, the IT guy. He'll figure this out. I'm sure he will. Well, hello, Sweet Pea. And he's all frozen. Oh, okay, so you have two love interests. Okay, let's see how this goes, Wendy. While we give Kevin, the IT guy, a few minutes to figure out the IT problem. Hanged Man. You feel like you don't know what direction you want to go. You feel like someone's being judgy. You got Judgment. One of them is a Lover's card, though. Girl, High Priestess, you know what? You just gotta call it in, Just call the universe and tell them, yo, what up? We didn't miss much, Sweet Pea. We've just been BSing a little. I'm waiting for Kevin, the IT guy, to come back. Let's see what the True Love cards have to say. Ooh, we got a connection. Wendy's got a connection. Number 6. Oh, we got dating. Ooh. Well, hello, spicy lady. Can we hear the Kevin the IT guy this time?
You see me?
I can't see you, but I can hear you. Device not connected. Well, hello, spicy lady. There's a lot of things going on. I was just telling, well, we're waiting for Kevin the IT guy to figure out his wonderful issues with his microphone. We've got some exciting changes coming on. Obviously, you notice that my name has changed. It's no longer Tarot Reading with Rochelle. We've got Sugar and Spice tonight. And it's now Master U. And then obviously I've gotten my Master's of Business Administration. So there's that. I'm going for my PhD. I am also writing 2 books this year. They're going to be written, or they're going to be out for ebook pretty soon, probably in the next few months. I do have a website that's up and running currently. It's still being kind of processed, so give us a little time on that. And oh, thanks, Sweet Pea. And I think Kevin the IT guy is having IT problems. But that's okay, because I had IT problems on the first part, so it's not just him. Well, hello. I've got lots of people coming in. We got Sugar and Spice and everything nice. So, looks like you're going to have to decide, Wendy, because I got a lot of good cards. Anyone have any questions? Well, what do you want to know specifically? You can't just say, tell me about them. Like, the card said that it's a dating connection, it's a lover's card, but it doesn't tell you which one to go for. I don't know anything about these guys or anything, so I can't tell you, like, anything that I feel. You need my help. I see that you guys miss me. I mean, I keep getting celebration and money. I don't know anything about dating. Okay, well, you're asking the wrong person about dating advice. I mean, ask Sadie, sad 5582. My dating life is, she knows me better than anyone. I think you're just gonna have to take it for what it is. I would continue to date both until you know that one's a connection. I mean, don't limit your resources in the immediate beginning. That's all I gotta say. And if something is from the past, usually doesn't. If you dated in the past, usually doesn't work out. But it could be. But I'll leave that one to you. Yeah, I usually, if X's are X's, they're X's for a reason, Wendy. And you move on. But that's my own personal choice. Do with what you will. I got a new computer, everyone, so it's like I don't even have room on my desk anymore. See, Sad says amen. Yep, she knows. She knows my dating life more than anybody. I'm a terrible person to ask about dating advice. Any questions for the cards, anyone? Aha! Did you figure it out?
I figured it out.
Oh, Kevin the IT guy figured it out, everybody. Hey,
Figured it out.
It's not only you, it was me too. I couldn't figure it out in the beginning.
Yeah,
It looks like us. And we're pretty tech savvy. So I'm just going to go to StreamYard, you know?
Right.
So I was just talking about my wonderful Master U website.
Nice.
And maybe we could get into a little bit true crime. What are you interested in these days, Kevin?
Well, I'm very disappointed that Letitia Stout has been given a new trial because there was there was a juror. I remember when this came up during the trial. There was a juror who evidently was biased. It was biased about the case, knew about the case, and lied about it because she wanted to go on beyond the jury.
Yeah.
So they did some kind of, I don't know, back and forth, and the judge decided, okay, that she was, that everything was good. So the trial went on, and I wonder if the defense might have used that and known that's like, okay, fine. If we lose, we'll go this route. So they basically went back and filed an appeal, and the judge, after looking at everything, basically said, yep, she's not getting out of jail. She's staying in the prison in Colorado where she is, but she is being granted a new trial. So the poor family has to go through all that shit again.
I mean, there was so much evidence.
Oh, I know. I mean, I don't think she's got a prayer in hell of getting away with it, but just the fact that now, like Gannon's dad, you know what I mean? And the steps,
Yeah.
I mean, they all got to go through all that shit again, which, that sucks. But, like, what? Yeah, so they screwed up. They probably should have tossed that juror off originally instead of taking the chance, because now they got to go through the whole thing again. I don't know when that trial will be, but she's now officially no longer a convicted, felon murderer, but she's not going to get out. She's going to stay where she is.
Well, obviously.
That just came down last week. I was like, what?
I didn't see that. I must have missed it.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of the other trials I've been watching. What's that?
I said it'll be interesting to see what happened, but what happens, because there's so much evidence on that case.
She's gonna get convicted again. It's just unfortunately that the loved ones are they're gonna have to listen to all the shit again. They're gonna have to go take the stand and her daughter, and they're gonna have to go through all the same shit. It's like, come on, man. Anyway.
I mean, I know why they're not letting her out of prison, because she was a flight risk to begin with.
Oh yeah, well I don't think they would anyway. I think if somebody gets a new trial and I don't know what the rule is, but I don't know if anybody would even be able to get out even on an ankle monitor. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, she tried it. Yeah, she beat up the cops. Tried to escape.
Yeah, she beat up the cops, didn't she?
Yeah.
You're like,
right.
No,
I'm like, come on,
man.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Well, didn't she get convicted for beating up the cops? Did that ever go to trial? Didn't she get convicted?
Oh, she probably could, but I guess they figured they had enough on her anyway. Why bother? But maybe this time they'll add that.
You know what I thought was
that was on camera. You ever see the video of that? Yeah, it was on camera. It was on camera. Yeah, they actually have it because there's a kid. Yeah, they had the whole freaking thing on camera. She punched. She punched the female cop, and then somehow got Yeah, I got out of the car and was like trying to run, and they're out in the freeway out in the middle of Kansas somewhere. It's like, what the
Well, that
hell?
sucks that she's got to get a new trial, but you know,
Yeah,
we'll be here for it, right? We'll be here for it again.
we will. I mean,
I
I
don't think
watched,
it's gonna last
I
long.
watched a lot of trials. I watched, oh gosh, what's her name? The Game Bat, the suitcase killer, the girl. You know, I'm talking about. Is it what's her name? I can't remember the names because it's in Florida here too. Is it Sarah? You know what? Like she basically put her boyfriend in the suitcase and pushed him down the stairs, and then tried to say they were going to hide in the seat. Yeah, so she got. Yeah, they were going to offer her like a plea bargain to take like a certain amount of years in prison, and she said no, I'm innocent, and then basically got life without parole. I can't remember her name. I can't believe it. And then of course I watched the Stephen Stearns one. That was sick. Yeah, with Maddie and that whole thing. A lot of Orlando stuff. There's a lot of stuff right here, in Florida. Just like, oh yeah, great state.
Florida's now the Colorado, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say it used to be Colorado. Now it's I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and you moved to Colorado at that time. I think it's just following you around.
Yeah, maybe it's following me around. I know. I'm like, okay.
Where you moving to next?
I lived in California years ago, and I lived in Arizona. All the states. I grew up in Massachusetts, and there was a bunch of stuff that recently happened there.
Maybe I need to move. Okay, everybody, wherever he lives.
Yeah, move.
Move out of that state.
Yeah, get out of the way if I move to your state. And it's funny, I lived in Minnesota for a short period of time, as we all know.
And wasn't there?
Yes, there's something that happened there too. A few things happened there.
It follows you around. You know, it's funny because I thought of you the other day, Kevin. I saw Eileen Munoz, and there was the Last Resort bar.
Yes. Did I ever send you a T-shirt from there?
No, you never did.
Oh, damn it. Okay. I'll go back up there because I'm going to go up that way and visit some friends. But yeah, I'll go by Orange City and go by the bar.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's okay. I see that we've got a couple people coming in.
Yeah, because I'm not looking at the YouTube thing. I guess I can't see who's.
We've only got a couple of viewers right now, but I'm pretty sure some other people will come in. But Wendy goes, I've been stuck in 2018 and I haven't paid attention.
I know.
Since Gabby Petito or Watts. You know, Watts is becoming popular again.
Yeah, I know. Now I keep saying things about it where now they say he's starting to throw who under the bus, but it's like I think it's a little bit late. I don't know.
No, it's a little bit late for that. You know, like I'm starting to change my mind about it. And hear me out. I'm not saying that she wasn't involved, but I don't think she's involved to the extent that I originally thought she was.
I actually I still talk, Emma from the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually gave me a big, long, her whole big explanation of what she thinks. And she thinks he completely acted alone and he was just on drugs and just brainwashed and crazy. I was like, whoa, I was really surprised to read that.
Well, okay, so I really think that he did it all up to a certain point. I think he had help with getting rid of. And I think that's where I'm starting to pull back even now.
I mean, they said that nobody was ever killed in the house, and there was never any dead bodies in the car. So if that's the case, then obviously nobody died in the house, and he didn't put any bodies
died in the car.
But I've been to the house, as you know, and they could easily take them out the back or whatever. But.
Right. So honestly, I think he did it up to a certain point, and then he had help disposing. I honestly think that's where I'm thinking.
He killed her, but people think, or the other scenario is that she came home and he ended up getting in an argument and basically killing Shanann, which once again that means she would have died in the house. So I don't know. And then tried to chloroform the kids or something, and then one of them they chloroformed too much. And, I don't know.
So here's
definitely not. Yeah, it's not the way these things are
here's my theory for entertainment purposes only. I honestly think that he slipped Shanann something. And so that's why she wasn't able to fight back, because we all know Shanann's personality. She would have.
Oh yeah,
She
true.
would
And he didn't have he didn't have any scratches on him. Very true.
he didn't have any scratches on him. So I think what he did is, I think she came home at 1, blah, blah, blah. I think what happened is she went up to the girls' room, and this is just for entertainment purposes only. I think she first she put her suitcase by the stairs, her shoes by the door. She went up to the girls' room, checked on the girls, and I think she came back down, started cleaning a little bit because, Chris Watts wasn't up to her standards, and then Chris was pretending to be asleep, but he really wasn't.
Okay.
And I think when she went back upstairs, he came down, or he had already had it prepared, either or.
Like what, water? I mean, what was she drinking?
I don't know, whether it be tea, water, whatever, but I think there was something in it. But I don't think it showed up on the toxicology report, because I think it was something probably natural-ish, like melatonin or something,
We're never really going to know the truth, and that's what really sucks. It's like, I'd love to know what really happened. What happened?
And then I honestly think he did at the oil site with the kids.
I mean, that's pretty heinous. I mean,
yeah.
Actually, if he did do it and shoved them into the oil tank, I mean, his own kids, but
I think, at first I was like, there's no way, but I think he had help digging the hole and possibly help, the kids in the oil tanks. I really think that. I think he had help within those two ends. So, I don't know. That's what I'm starting to think now. After all these years, after rewatching everything slightly, I mean, I'm not hardcore into it anymore like I used to be.
I know. Every time I see something, I'm like, oh, here we go.
Sitting back and thinking about it, I think that's kind of like where I'm going right now. I don't know if you feel the same.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard so many different things.
Well, I rewatched the documentary over last weekend.
There's a couple things though that, I mean, that's true. They never cordoned off the house.
No,
and they allowed all these different people in and out. And normally you would think, I mean, at the time they didn't know it was a murder, but they blew it by not ever cordoning it off. And as far as I know, he never actually, he never showed up in court per se. I think he never really. Don't you have to go and they want to make sure that if you say I'm guilty and you confess, they still have to go through this whole big process to make sure that. And
that's the thing that I'm afraid of.
They never did that, as far as I know. They never did that.
No, I don't think so either, and that's what I'm afraid of, because I honestly
think lie detector test is bullshit, because that's not even admissible.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I'm afraid of is if the Colorado laws ever do change.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have anything to stand on, and if he tries to appeal it,
they really don't. I mean, other than his confession,
if he tries to appeal it, there would be zero evidence.
Right? There was never any evidence. I mean, they never found. At least they said they never found any evidence of any dead bodies in his car.
They found nothing. Their discovery is a mess, right? So if the Colorado law ever changes and they allow somebody who pled guilty to appeal the right way,
do it. Right, he could.
I honestly think he'd actually walk, and that's what's scary.
Probably would. Yeah, because other than his confession.
Because honestly, I don't if you read that discovery, it's absolutely a mess. There's no true evidence that point. All you have is speculation.
Right.
At best. You don't have true, hard, beyond a shadow of a doubt evidence unless they're hiding.
If that had gone to the trial, he would have had to.
He would have walked if they didn't. If that's all they had. Yeah, and that's the sad part, because they didn't do their job correctly. They didn't corner off the house correctly.
Right.
They contaminated the scene immediately.
They did. They allowed him to go back into the house, and then they let all these other people in, like news and all these other. Yeah, they totally contaminated the scene. Yeah, they
I
really
mean,
did.
John Benet Ramsey all over again. You know, like
Yep.
how they didn't do anything, and of course that happened in Colorado.
Mhm.
Just saying. That's just the things that are popping up in my head right
What
now.
about is it Barry Morphy? Is that how you say? What's it, Morpheo or whatever? Didn't didn't he get? I think they let him go, and then I think maybe they arrested him again because they found, the whole that was down in way south towards
Well, they
Colorado.
found her body.
Yeah. So is he in jail or is he? I don't even know now. It's gone back and forth so many times.
I don't know. I followed it for a long
They
time.
let him go because they couldn't find a body, and then evidently somebody found a body. So I don't know right now what's going on with that one.
Well, as of March 6, 2026.
Okay. What does it say?
It says an October murder trial premises to center around the potent chemicals autopsy revealed in Suzanne Morphew's body.
I think they found something like a drug that would like kill a horse or something, right? Something like that.
No, apparently it's only something that's it's a restricted compound that's found only in zoos or large wildlife vets.
And did they tie that to him somehow? Was there any history of him ordering that or anything? Or
there's like some specific according to it doesn't say.
Yeah, I can't see. I can't remember. But yeah, there's a lot of and then of course the whole Laurie Vallow, Chad Daybell thing. I mean, I don't know how many convictions she's gotten in bunches of states, but she's done.
Well, she got convicted. She got convicted twice in Arizona. So no matter what, she's on life and life.
Yeah. And he's on.
I did get a text that there's a huge background noise on your end. I don't know.
On my end, is there?
I don't know if there's like you can. I know there's a button that you can suppress noise canceling. But I don't want you to like accidentally remove.
Let me see. Where do I go for that?
I think you go into settings and then
of StreamYard or of my camera. This is the mic I use when I'm doing my team stuff at work, and usually it's pretty quiet. But there was an aquarium.
I could do it from my end. So maybe there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Let me know if it's better, Wendy.
Probably the stupid aquarium.
Probably. I mean, you got some new fishies now.
I got a bunch of crap behind me that I'm Facebook Marketplace, so that'll go tomorrow. But if you see all this crap behind me. Did that help? The noise?
I have no idea. I haven't heard anything yet.
What else is going on? There's just been a lot of cases. What else did I watch? There's a
on.
lot of really bad ones, though. I mean, a lot of like women killing their kids and throwing them in the trash, and that who is it? That Shabusiness. That's the one that remember she killed like her mom's best friend and took all of her money.
See, I'm so out of touch with
the Visine. Yeah, she basically. Oh, she used to like to have Visine put in her vodka. She liked that. She killed her with Visine, and basically she was like the caregiver for her mom's like big butted, big bank, a lot of money, and she basically stole all the money, killed her, and then continued to and sold all of her stuff and all this stuff. And her biological son got screwed over. Didn't get anything.
I feel like this is like dumb criminal of the day.
Yeah, and that's Shabusiness is her last name. What a whack job.
I'm shocked that Emma changed her mind though on the CW case.
I am.
Considering she was like so.
I don't want to read what she said just because she didn't say I had any permission. I didn't get permission to share it with anybody other than so. But
because Emma was so gung ho the other way.
I know.
Someone else was involved. But I'm leaning towards that too. Like I honestly think that he did it too. And honestly, I think he was on drugs.
That's what she said.
I mean, because like if you look at him in the courtroom, he's all like shaking his leg. That's like standard withdrawal symptoms, man. You know?
Yeah, I guess like she said that
Or he's absolutely psychotic. One of the two.
they were doing a lot of drugs or something.
I honestly think he was on drugs or he's absolutely psychotic.
Did they not do a drug test where they brought him into the
No,
jail?
they didn't do
That's
shit.
another weird thing because they should do that as a
They
baseline.
didn't do a drug test and they didn't do a psychological evaluation either.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
there's
that's why I said if they ever change the law in
a
Colorado,
lot of crap that they just they
if they ever change the law in Colorado
there
that
we go.
people who plead guilty can do an appeal, oh, they're fucked. Like,
This
he
is
can walk.
Dexter.
Aw, look at Dexter.
He's going to be a year old next month. I adopted him, and he's a Chiweenie. He actually gets along with my other dog is 16, and then the other dog is 14, and they all get along together.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you out, and the owl will eat you unless you be so don't be mean. You don't be nice to your elders. No, I'm not gonna let the owl eat me, but no. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's a lot of true crime going on.
Trying to think what I'm waiting for now. There's what's the one?
I can't believe the Letitia Stout, though. Come on.
Another one that was Florida was the Black Swan. You know, she totally like set her husband. She made her. She tried to make it seem like he was going to kill her, and then she invites him over. They were going to move to South Carolina together, and then she basically like pretends like he was attacking her and shoots him, and so she's in jail for life. That was another Florida one, the Black Swan.
Oh man, there's so much going on. What is going on?
The craziest thing is people think that they can get away with this. It's like
especially nowadays.
Cell phones give you away because
Cameras,
of that.
There's all sorts of things.
Social media, cameras everywhere, your cell phone triangulation. If you're a serial killer, you're out of business nowadays because you can't
do anything.
You can't just go be a truck driver and pick people up at truck stops and kill them. I mean,
no, it's not like the 80s. You know, it's funny because I was just watching Eileen Wuornos on YouTube.
Right.
I was just saying.
There's no way. I mean, all these people get caught. Husbands kill their wives kill their husbands. Oh, there was another one that I think this one was Ohio. There was I can't remember his name, but he was an American Idol finalist a few years ago. He killed his wife. Got caught. Now he's arrested. 2 little kids who are now without parents. Mom dead. Dad probably going to go up the river for life. That's that. I can't remember his name, but if you Google American Idol contestant kills wife,
I
mean, it's just.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's so much going on.
I haven't seen anybody walk on all these cases that I watch. I'm like, guilty.
I feel like, I was watching the Eileen.
Just get a divorce, man.
Yeah, like I was watching the Eileen Wuornos on Netflix, the new documentary that came out. I was big into Eileen back in the day, and I was like, this isn't like the 80s. Like, back then, you barely had fingerprints, man. No cell phones.
Oh yeah, like back in the Ted Bundy days.
Nobody talked to each other. No police station talked to each other. So if you went to different counties or different states, they didn't know. Like, it's not like it is today where it's like instantaneous,
Right. Right. No cell phones.
There's their fingerprints,
Nope. No, I know. It's so different. Nowadays, it's like.
Yeah, it's like you can't get away with nothing.
No, there's always a camera somewhere in some neighborhood, or one of my neighbors. If I was to do something in my neighborhood, one of my neighbors has a camera, or a camera up at the corner, or I mean, there's always something filming it at intersections.
Right.
Oh, I know what the big one was. The Idaho 4 with. There's still a lot of weird. There's still a lot of weird questions about.
I don't know about that one. Like, I honestly think he was partially involved, but I'm not 100% sure he was 100% involved.
And then, of course, the biggest one is Charlie Kirk. That whole crazy thing where.
I don't want to get too political on that.
I know, but I'm just saying. I know but the evidence doesn't.
But honestly, so the CK thing. The only thing I'm going to say, and I'm saying this for entertainment
The
purposes.
bullet did not match.
Well, no, it's not that. The bullet doesn't match, one, and trajectory from where they're saying to where it doesn't line up. So
My personal opinion for entertainment purposes is a country that we help out.
yeah,
I think it was
I think there was more to the story than
a professional job.
Yeah.
This kid might have been there going, "Hey, I'm going to take a boat." But
when that actually happened, and not that I like the guy personally, I really didn't. Him and I don't see eye to eye.
nobody
But
deserves that.
I'm not gonna. The first person I called when it all went down, because my brother happened to be watching the news, so he actually caught, and they were live streaming it. So he caught it while they were live streaming, and they didn't have a chance to edit the video.
I have that video too. Yeah.
Yeah, I have that video too. And
Right.
so the first person I called and I shared that video with was my uncle, because of what he did in the military.
Yeah, what did he
And the
say?
very first thing he said to me, the trajectory's not right, Rose. Like, and
Yeah.
then he even got more detailed. He went down to the wind, the temperature, and he's like, yeah, something doesn't, it all don't add up. He's like, I bet you something's going to come out in that trial. And then all of a sudden,
if there is a trial,
yeah, he's like, something's going to come out in that trial where that kid might
kid's
walk.
gonna get empty. He's never going to make it to trial. That's what I think. Anyway.
But then we found out the casing doesn't match, and you're like,
Right.
I'm curious to see the trial. I really am.
If there is, like I said.
For entertainment purposes only. I'm not
There
trying
probably,
to be
there probably won't be. For entertainment purposes, I think.
no.
He's not going to get to trial. That's what I.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
not
if
that
he
I liked
does-
him at all. Him and I did not see eye to eye at all on anything. But what I find very suspicious is the activity around his wife afterwards.
That's what everybody's talking about now. Is like, dude, really? It's
Yeah.
moving on.
I think there's more to the story than what meets the eye. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but getting back to more of the real true crime type stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think what else that-
I just lost a few followers on that one, so that's all right. But I mean, I'm not mean. I don't do politics at all, and you know that, Kevin.
Oh no.
I don't like.
But I
it.
mean, a politics aside, though, I mean, it was a definitely.
Yeah. It's a true crime, which we'll see how that goes. I'm curious. Anyway, moving on to something cool. They did reopen the Hotel Cecil.
It opened back up again.
Yeah, so they did it into apartments.
Oh,
So I might take a trip out to LA.
so they're apartments now.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously never found out who the killer was. Whatever happened, whether she was. I mean, somebody had to put her in that tank. She couldn't.
Well,
jump
they
herself,
determined
right?
that in her
I
autopsy
can't
report,
remember now. I watched the special, but I don't.
they determined on her autopsy report it was a suicide. So I don't really think it ever got looked into because of that. Like,
But didn't they? I thought
Well,
something like they were
like,
saying
no.
for her to be able to
but
get
it
up
doesn't
there.
make sense. There's no way she pulled the hatch.
Right, that's what they were saying, and then and then jumped. I don't know. I think something like that. I remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. That one has always puzzled me. I'm not gonna lie. The Elisa Lamb that case has puzzled the crap out of me because I
They
was
showed her
there.
in the elevator like she was
in
running
that
away from
building,
somebody,
and
right?
I'm like trying to figure out what happened to her.
Right.
You know?
I mean, maybe she was like that. Oh, she could have been on drugs because she was like acting like somebody was chasing her.
Well, the
But if
freaky
you're on
thing is-
drugs or you're spazzed out, I mean,
the freaky thing is, remember I went into that bookstore and I shared that photo, and it looked like there was and it was just a regular iPhone. I think it was 4 at the time. Like, it wasn't a cool iPhone. And my brother took many pictures, and you could see blue fingerprints around me.
oh,
And I was like, huh? at the last place she was ever found before she passed away.
Oh, that's spooky.
And I was like, my brother kept going like this with his phone, and I was like, "What are you doing?" You know? And he's like, "There's blue fingerprints around you. I think it's my phone." And he's like doing this to his phone and like trying to clean his camera, and he kept going like this.
Wow.
And I was like, "What's going on?"
A supernatural.
And this was like an iPhone 4. Like, it's not crazy technology, dude. Like,
right.
yeah. And there was a face in the corner, like a whole bloody face. I was like, this is an iPhone 4. Yeah. Every time I go down there, I get sick now. I have to take like anti-nausea pills and headache pills before I go, because just the energy.
Yeah, no, I totally believe that.
You know,
I mean, that's not the only.
Want to just puke and have a headache.
They've had other things happen there besides her, right?
There's all sorts of things that happen.
There's always a lot of things that happen there.
There is so many things. There are more things than you can imagine. Have you seen the documentary on Netflix about that building?
I did. I didn't need to watch about her thing, the whole Lisa Lam thing, or the general, or
no. There's a Netflix documentary about Hotel Cecil specifically. You need to watch it. It's really good.
But there's all kinds of history of like things going on.
There is so much history. There's so many people have passed away in that building. It is freaking nuts. Like, it would almost freak you out. Yeah. I watched that documentary and I was like, what? You know? But yeah, nope. I probably would never stay in there again as a hotel, only because I personally had an experience there. Right. And I wasn't super empathic like I am today, so I can't imagine what it would be like today if I were to stay there for long periods of time. Because like even just walking by there gives me a headache.
Right.
You know?
Yep. Well,
it's just, I almost wanted to take you with me one day. But I also do want to go to Colorado and see those. I mean, even though somebody lives in the house now.
They painted they changed it around. I guess they painted the color.
Well, they painted the outside. They changed the beams. They put on a new roof. And they landscaped it too. And they sold it for like $650,000. I was like, what?
The prices.
You know, it's just
the house is worth $500,000. It was nothing like Chris's. The lot was all bigger, but I'm like, it's the prices out there are ridiculous.
Prices out there are ridiculous, yeah.
I just don't think they would have been happy with that lot, because when they were living there, it was just a field, but now it's all condos and everything. So you'd be in your backyard with a fence that wasn't even a big tall PVC fence. It was just it was like a 2 or 3 rail fence. And then you'd be in your backyard, and then you're looking at a street. Condos right behind you. There's no privacy in here at all. You couldn't. It's not like you can even sit out there and relax.
Well, and they have an HOA too, so they probably can't change that fence.
I mean, I'm surprised. Like an HOA where I lived, and I put up a PVC fence that I want to say was, I think it was taller. I don't know, 7 or 8 feet. But
yeah, I would have done that immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I had privacy. You know, I could see my neighbors if I went up to the second floor, But yeah, I was like, I would have been like, okay, like when I bought mine, I knew that there were going to be houses just like mine behind me. But you think he would have asked and said, well, what's your plans for behind there? Well, we don't have any. So anything could go there. They could have put a gas station. Yeah,
that's the one thing I was always told.
Yeah, so that was kind of a dumb purchase, not knowing what was going back there, because when
I think at the time Shanann was planning on flipping it.
Okay.
Because I mean, I think it said that in one of the documentaries. It was she bought the house in North Carolina. She didn't make a ton of money. It didn't look like she made a ton of money off that. And I think she bought the house in Colorado, expecting to eventually flip it and buy a better house. I honestly think that was it.
Yeah,
but it just never ended up happening because of what happened. You know.
Did I freeze? I'm back. Busy day today. All I did was clean and organize.
Let's see, I didn't do crap because I have to do homework tomorrow, but I just with the audit, tax season, and my PhD, I'm just like I'm done, dude. I am burnt out.
Well, much respect because you've had how many degrees have you gotten since 2018?
Oh wow, 3, 2. I'm on my third. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah, I'm on my third degree.
that's pretty impressive.
I got
It's
my
all the same.
bachelor's and I got my master's. Now I'm on my PhD. So
Wow.
it's a lot. I plan on teaching. That's the whole point. Like I want to be an author. Well, I'm going to be an author at the end of the year.
So that's good, but a teacher, you're not going to make. I should say, I know you're not doing it for money, but how much,
Well, no, I'm not doing it for money. So
but the education, I mean, it's worth a lot
I'm
of money.
doing it for the flexibility, not the money. So I plan on starting a business that makes evergreen content, aka the books, and I have a whole list of things.
That's right. You told me you were going to talk to me. Okay.
Yeah. So my goal is to eventually leave the United States, like completely.
Costa Rica.
Like Costa Rica sounds good. Thailand sounds good. You know, like
I'd love to go down to South America.
yeah, like well, we're looking at Brazil too. Places in Brazil are cheap. You know, you can get a nice, wonderful 4 or 5 bedroom house on the ocean for like $80,000. You know,
so expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know how your average family can. I don't know how they do it, or even just a single person working 2 jobs. Even how do they do it?
Well, that's the thing. Like that, it's just
the rents have gone.
Even in my doctorate program, I'm going to tell you some key facts that I'm studying for my dissertation. I'm studying healthcare, by the way.
Okay.
I'm basing on the United States everywhere. Just I picked 6 countries. I'm basing it.
Hey, did that background noise go away? Did that fix it?
Wendy just texted. It looks like when CW was in the room at the police department, you could hear the noise. Oh.
What?
Oh shit.
What? When he was here at the police station, you could hear what?
The noise. I think you just stop talking about CW.
What noise? I'm not. Oh.
You remember that police station interview where it's like that humming noise?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying it is.
What is it?
I think it's your aquarium is all.
Oh, she's saying that. Oh, that's what you're hearing.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, and this mic doesn't have a.
It's fine. It is what it is. Like.
All right. Next time I'll go into the other room, but.
It's fine. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. So my goal is to be off the beat.
You want to be an author? You want to start a green company or something? You said, or?
Well, I want to teach online college. It's called evergreen content, where basically you create it once and it just kind of pays you out throughout the rest of your life. We're doing a documentary right now.
Oh, okay.
We're doing a documentary. This is my friend's second documentary.
Oh wow! You're going to be in the documentary?
Huh?
Or?
Yeah, I'm going to be in the documentary. Her and I are going to be putting it together. We may go out to Colorado and Vegas and Texas and Florida to finish it. So we might be on the road for a minute.
Hey, come out to Florida.
So that's part of the reason why I can't have a day job. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find other sources of income where I can kind of flex my schedule, because the documentary is going to take up quite a bit of time, and we've already got a funder in the process, a film company that's probably funding us, because our idea we sent them the script a couple weeks ago. So
wow, good for you. Damn, awesome.
Damn, Rose is doing a lot of things.
Good deal.
She met the right people this last couple years, and shit's just rolling off the punches,
nice. Yep.
And
good.
We just constantly are doing something. We're always finding ways to So my goal is to not work for anyone else, and the teaching things can come in handy. The
Do you
book,
document anything for
the
that?
documentary,
No, that's the way to
the
go. It's like if I had my
consultation.
way,
Yeah.
I would do like wildlife type documentary type stuff, and yeah, not have to do
Well,
computers.
I could put you in touch with somebody who's done two already.
Oh, all right.
And so she did her first documentary was Sonic Geometry, and she's been on
Okay.
her and the person that wrote it has been on Ancient Aliens 3 times.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She knows the people who run Ancient Aliens.
Okay.
So her documentary was the theme of Burning Man in 2021.
Burning Man from where
Yeah.
that is. Nevada,
That
is that where
Burning
they do
Man,
that?
that expensive music festival that
Yeah,
in
right.
Vegas. Yeah.
Do they, do
Her
they still do
documentary
that?
was good.
They
Huh?
still do that? They still do
Oh
it?
yeah, they do that.
Yeah, I know people used to go to that thing. It's like,
Yeah, so her documentary was the theme of either 20 or 2021 for
okay.
Burning Man, and like,
Wow.
yeah, I'll have to send you the documentary. You can watch it on YouTube. It's
Oh,
pretty
cool. I'd like to watch that.
Yeah. So she's done two. And she did it all herself. She wrote it. She wrote all the
Wow.
music. She did all of the licensing for it. She knows how to do it. So if you have a documentary idea, we need to get together. So
Cool.
I'm excited about what we're doing too, about our documentary, because it's kind of fun. It's a subject we've been talking about for a very long time.
If you had to guess, when would it be out? I mean, like
I
a
have
year?
no idea because we still have to film it yet.
I mean, it takes.
We've already got the people lined up to film it. We have the script already written, and it's just about funding.
Yeah.
It depends on when the production company wants to be like, yes, let's pull the trigger and let's get this funded. Because I mean, we have to get flights, we have to set up film crews in different states. Like, it's not
Right. Oh no.
overnight.
Yep.
But that's another thing that's coming out. Keep an eye out. I mean, Master U is my website that everything's going to be on, so you'll know when I know. Once it's all finished, it'll be like the only cool website that'll be like, yep, up to date of everything that's going to happen. And then, so I met with a shaman and I met with a Reiki person, and I'm eventually also going to be reading tarot for a living as well. And doing personals, something you told me I always should do.
Yeah, you're definitely good to get.
So there's going to be 2 Reiki practitioners, a shaman, and me that you can book with through Master U eventually.
Okay.
So it's going to be pretty big. I'm excited,
Nice.
and we may need you. And that's where I was like, yeah, we might need you on the side. So
Yep.
Let
Let
me
me
know.
know. I'm definitely interested.
yeah, there's gonna be so much going on. I'm excited. I can just see millions of good ideas flowing in.
That's it. You do what you love, the money will come. You do what you love. You're not doing it. You're not going to
Well, and
work.
that's the thing. Like I've been burned out of accounting for so long. It's
My
it's fine.
it's like,
You're like, I don't know what to do because I make good money, and right now you need money. You know, to pay
I know.
for things. Especially when, every time I go to the grocery store, I cry.
I
I bought
know.
4 things yesterday. It was $47. I was like, I don't even want to talk right now.
Cost of everything.
And then
I
gas.
look at me, gas. I know.
Gas has went up almost $4, and
That's what it is here. It's like 420, 419, something.
it's up to $5 here in Arizona. It's went up like $3.50, $3.79-ish, and
I don't know what they're doing with all. We got plenty of oil that we've gotten from Texas, Colorado, and South.
well, I don't understand why we don't tap in with our buddies from Canada too. And
We got so much oil that's ridiculous. We don't even need their oil, frankly, from everything that my friends that work for.
because they refuse to use it, that's why.
Yeah, it's like, oh, just save it all. It's like,
Whatever. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's for sure. Yes, Wendy, it is the aquarium. That's the reason why it sounds like CW. Well, I
yeah,
mean, what fishes do you have back there? Is that your other piranhas, or that different fish?
no, those are discus.
Oh, I can't wait for the San Francisco ones. I'm excited because you've been talking about those for a long time about wanting to own those. Ever since I sent you that video in Scottsdale, you're like, I love those fish.
I worked.
How big of a tank do you need for those? Because they seem like they get really big.
They do get big. I had to do. I got an educational permit to get them, which is cool. So I'm gonna have to get a much bigger. I'm gonna have to get a facility for all my crap between reptiles and fish. I don't. My place is not big enough to have all that shit. So I'm good. That's why I'm like, I need a better side gig so I can have my own little facility, and then I can do tours and that kind of stuff for education.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, I like to have like tortoises and that kind of stuff outside. And all
Oh,
that.
yeah, that'd be sweet. Like your own aquarium/zoo.
Yeah, just to do
You love
tours.
that. That would be
I have
perfect for
I have
you.
lots of friends that big YouTubers around here that do all that kind of stuff.
Maybe we could crowdfund it. You know, set up a nonprofit and crowdfund it.
Yeah.
Hey, just an idea.
Just an idea.
Just an idea. I mean, and then you, of course, with a nonprofit, you have to have a board.
Do you? I don't
Make sure
know.
you set up the board where they won't kick you off of it. That's the thing. You got to have people you trust.
Otherwise, they can kick you off you kick you out of your own
That
thing.
happened to somebody. So I shit you not. So this happened to somebody when I was in the school district. He set up this whole charter school, right? All nonprofit, had a board. Boom. He was the head guy forever, ever, ever. Unfortunately, he elected people that didn't like him. They kicked him off of his own board, they kicked him off of it, like basically fired him.
I didn't know a nonprofit. I don't know anything about that. So if you're a nonprofit, you have one, and you're the only person, you still have to have a board.
Unfortunately, yes. I think it's like a minimum of 4 members or so. Maybe 5.
Just to make sure that you're doing the
You're
right
doing
thing,
stuff right.
just to keep you in line.
Just to make sure.
But you can pick anybody. I can make you a member.
In the beginning, yes, but eventually they will be elected too. What I mean,
Wow.
the election process is very simple. You nominate somebody, then they all vote yes or no.
I had no idea.
There's a bunch of people you know that's on the board, and then you
Didn't know that. I have friends that have, for what it's called. What's it called? What's the number? It's 211, 511C or 2 whatever it is, or
501c3 or
that's what it
501c2.
is. 501, yeah.
501c2 is about property only, so not a lot of people do that, and you're not really allowed to have a lot of cash, so a lot of people don't do that.
Okay.
501c3, the thing is you cannot be political in any way, shape, or form. So,
I don't.
and that's where people get in trouble because, like,
Yeah.
and it's not even that. It's just like you're not even allowed to have a sign like so many feet near your building. And you know,
So like during an election, you can't like whoever it is you like. You can't have any signs.
no,
Whether it's Democrat, Republican, Independent. I mean, who knows?
no signs.
You
And
gotta
there's so many feet from the facility, you're not allowed any political, and that's the problem. You get those sign people that just, you know, like whether it be one set or the other, and just they throw signs everywhere because they don't think about those things. So you got to be constantly vigilant to take it off.
Yeah. So you know all this legal stuff about that. I have no idea. I'll have to check with you on that.
And see, that's the problem because it's like you gotta appear apolitical, you know, and you can't talk about politics. And that's another thing that a lot of 501c3s get in trouble because, like, even as a hospital, like there's certain bills that affect hospital funding, but we're not allowed to talk about them. You know, like
It's crazy. Yep.
because it's political. You know, so it's just like.
I hate all of them. I don't like any of the parties really, but
I don't like anyone. I think they're all. They all need to go.
Yeah, they better just have.
We don't really want to go down that path. Like,
No, I know.
like, they all need to go. They're all crap. They all need to be in a nursing home.
It's like
Everybody
health
keeps telling
insurance.
me I need to run for politics. I'm like, people wouldn't
Health
like that.
insurance companies should be non-profits, so they're not. Let's make, CEOs making huge money, and then they're turning people down. Oh no, sorry, we're not
Well,
going to cover.
I'm going to tell you something. We spent as a healthcare, my dissertation. The U.S. spends 3 times the amount on healthcare than any other nation, and we do not have universal healthcare. And here's another crazy statistic, right? We are 69th in mortality around the world. 69th. We're not even the highest. We're not even in the top freaking 50, dude. And we spend
Because they're killing us with that crappy food they give us.
Well, so
right?
we're spending 3 times more money on healthcare than any other developed nation.
And we're not in the top.
We're not
percentage.
even in the top 50, dude. This is my dissertation right now. I can prove this.
A lot of people just eating crap, preservatives and fructose and.
But see, that's the thing. Our FDA is terrible.
Yeah, they're on the take.
So 90% of the shit that is in our food, excuse my friend.
Yep.
95% of the shit that's in our food
Even be there.
has been in other countries for 50 years.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know?
Nope.
Because they have universal health care and they don't want to pay for it. You to get sick. But we don't have universal health care. And here's another key statistic, and this is where people get a little bit offended. Do you realize that pharmaceutical companies run most of our processing plants for food?
Wow, that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
That's conflict of interest, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they do it through DBAs. They do it through DBAs.
Oh, so they can hide it. Interesting.
Yeah,
So is your documentary kind of like, is it on, that's kind of what it's uncovering things, kind of like, there was a Netflix special called Fed Up. And they were just talking about the FDA and our food, and how, how bad things are. It's probably at least 10 or 15 years old. But there was a documentary basically just exposing the fact that, the agencies that are supposed to protect you and keep you healthy.
They're so corrupt, dude.
They have all these other interests. It's kind of like
it's so
like healthcare. They want.
Well, I don't know if you ever saw the documentary Super Size Me. He made a second documentary about chicken specifically.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I don't remember the name of it, but you can Google it. And he basically started a chicken restaurant from scratch, right? Like a chicken sandwich restaurant. And he was going through all the FDA regulations of like what's considered free range chickens. And do you realize that in this documentary, all you need is about 2 feet of space for it doesn't
that's considered free range
chickens. Free range chicken. But it doesn't say that you have to have only 10 chickens in that 2 feet of space. It just says all you have to do is have 2 feet of space that's open 24 hours a day to these chickens, and they are considered free range. So you can have 1 million chickens in 2 feet of space.
My thing is is free range, is it about, being humane to them? Or is it about the fact that like my friends that give me eggs, they have 5 acres and their chickens are running all over the place, but they're eating bugs, they're eating all kinds of really good things. So the quality of what they're eating is better. It's not that they're not locked in a cage and it's not a humane, at free range, they're happier, they're not stuck in some little thing.
But it doesn't really matter. Like all you need is like 2 feet of space, man.
Enough bugs, and it's like, well then, that's not really free range. But.
Yeah, that's all you. According to FDA regulations, all you need is like 1 or 2 feet of space.
Yeah, I don't buy eggs.
No matter how many chickens, you could say.
I don't buy eggs from my friends that have their homesteaders. I get rabbits from them.
Yeah,
they have.
A lot of people are moving over to the homesteading thing because our food is so terrible.
It is, exactly.
The one thing, there was a woman who did an experiment. She used bread, for example. She has a bread. She used bread and she put bread out in her garage. But you know,
For
garages are terrible, you know, to keep bread, supposedly, right? Yeah. That bread's been in there for 3 years. It never molded.
it's fine. Oh yeah, because all the
Fine. It's
preservative.
fine. I
I
mean, it's
was
not
talking.
even hard. It's not even hard.
I was talking about that with a friend the other day. He's like, "You realize that? Yeah, all this bread that we have." He's like, 6 weeks later, you look at it and there's no mold on it.
There's nothing.
It's like, whereas like if you, the bread that you get from like Europe and everything that doesn't have all the really good stuff.
It's like 4 days and it starting to mold.
Right.
I mean, you're like,
Well, and what are they taking out and what are they putting in? I know.
yeah, that's the question, right? That's the absolute question.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I have friends from Europe who come over here, and they said your bread doesn't taste like bread; it tastes like cake. And I was like,
I always hear
I
that.
mean, I've never been to Europe, but
Really good.
and it's funny because my best friend went to Thailand last year. She spent like almost a month in Thailand and Singapore, and she ate all good food, like, you know what I mean. She ate at all the restaurants. She wasn't trying to eat like somewhere specific, and then she came back to the United States, and she was so sick from eating the food here.
Yeah.
Just a month of not eating the food here, and she was like, my stomach is nauseous. I, you know, have
People are gaining weight and they're not even eating just because the stuff that they're eating.
Yeah, she lost weight.
Your body doesn't know what to do with it here.
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
she lost like 10 or 15 pounds in a month, and she wasn't trying. Like, this woman was eating pasta, pizza, drinks, alcoholic beverages, the whole 9 yards in Singapore and Thailand.
Right.
And
she's
fine. She lost 15 pounds. She comes back.
Right.
She gained it back, I think, in 2 weeks or something. Like,
because of all this shit that's in our food is not normal. The body doesn't know what to do with it, so it just stores it. Yeah, fructose, dextrose, all that crap.
Yeah.
They said there's a bunch of kids nowadays that are like under 14 years old, and they have non-alcoholic fatty liver, and it's because of all the shit that they eat and drink. That's garbage, and they're like young kids.
Right.
It's like, damn. No, I know our food's terrible.
Our food is absolutely terrible. But the thing is, because there's so much corruption in the government, it'll never be changed.
I was hoping.
The only way to change, and see,
he's trying, but he's not.
The one thing I hate to say it, and I hate to say this, but the only way, I feel like America is like a tooth that's been decayed for way too long. Okay, you've tried root canals, you've tried everything, and it's just not working. The only way to get rid of the pain is to pull the tooth and start over. Like, put a fake tooth in there and rebuild it. You know, the only way America's going to change is rebuild it, and you got to tear it down to rebuild. You can't start on a sandy foundation; it will just never work. Unfortunately, and every time I say this, people get mad at me. They try to turn it political. I'm not trying to be political at all, but like, I believe it. Like, when I started doing the numbers and the research, like, you didn't know. Like, when I told you that 95% of our food plants are owned by pharmaceutical companies, you didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't know that either.
Here's another thing that I found out. BlackRock practically owns the world. BlackRock and Vanguard.
Yeah. I thought that would be true.
Well, here's where it gets darker, dude. Here's where it gets darker, right? BlackRock and Vanguard. The amount of companies they own would sicken you, right to your core. You're like, how did this happen? Like, they own 9/10 of the world.
Yeah,
all the businesses. Like, really. And here's where it gets even more sickening. Guess who their biggest investor is?
Who?
The Catholic Church.
That doesn't surprise me either. Big business.
And the Mormon Church. The Catholics and the Mormons
I was going to say both of them.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
For
not
entertainment purposes only.
I grew up Catholic, and I don't.
For entertainment purposes only. I don't want to get kicked off.
Entertainment purposes only.
But
I
yeah,
grew up Catholic, but
invested.
then I kind of knew what they were all about.
Yeah, and so they do it through DBAs, so people don't realize doing business ads.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, like it is crazy, Wendy. Crazy the things I've uncovered in the last couple of years.
It's almost like you don't even. I'm going to take the blue pill. I don't even want to know anymore. Thank you very much.
You know,
Yeah, the truth.
it
It's
has
pretty
really
scary.
awakened my eyes. And here's another thing that's gonna really start to kick your wheels right here. All the media in our United States, except for
That's
independent
all,
media,
that's all owned by them too.
it's all owned by the Catholic and the
Oh,
Roman. Yep,
yeah, they
for
control.
entertainment purposes only. Yeah. So there's no right and left news. Like that's all propaganda, guys. It's all owned by the same religious organizations.
Trying to
It's
pit
just
people against each other. While you're fighting and you're fighting and you're fighting and you're
well,
fighting.
that's the reason. So a
It
country
is-
that divides is so busy fighting each other.
Yes, they can do other things without you seeing it.
Yeah, they're so
Oh,
distracted that it's like
Right.
the Wizard of Oz. Like you can't see
Right.
the man behind the curtain. You know what I
Right.
mean?
It's like when they do that. You know,
while I do this.
when you
know?
put the balls in the three little shells and you're doing this, it's like,
Yeah, like
yeah, while we're doing this over here, meanwhile somebody's doing
he's
something
doing
over
this over
there.
here. Yeah, like
Yeah,
okay, the right and the left are fighting, so blah blah blah.
yeah, I know.
You know, I call it the Wizard of Oz effect. Well, and here's another thing. Like,
It's crazy.
it really gets crazy, right? Like, so we've got all of this that's coming out with, you know, the Island Man files. And it gets crazy. It's a bigger organization than even the Island Man. Like, the things that I've seen in my dreams, oh my God, if it truly came out, people would be severely disgusted. Like,
I think
but for entertainment purposes only.
I think a lot of people suspect, but it's almost like they just want to look the other way because
it's television. They don't want
it's too painful.
it's too
You
painful.
can't handle the truth, you know. Like what's his name?
Yeah, like
It's almost
you know?
like, it's like, oh shit, I want to go back to where I just, I didn't even.
People get nostalgic for a time that was in the past.
Right.
That's what it is,
Right.
and they don't want to think of anything else, and it's just television.
The reality is scary. I know. It
Well,
sucks.
and that's the thing. Like, the more you talk to these people, the funny thing is, I brought up the question, and this is actually going to be one of my books. But the one question, I'm doing this dissertation for my PhD about healthcare, right?
Yep.
And I keep bringing up this one question, and you wouldn't believe the responses I get. The question is, do we deserve better? That is the only question I ask. Do we deserve better?
I think we do, but how do we? But we're putting up with. I don't. You know what I
And
mean?
I'm asking the audience too.
I don't,
Okay.
That's a tough one. Do we deserve better? I think everybody deserves better.
So as the United States, do we deserve better? And you wouldn't believe the crazy responses I get to this. It's always political. It's always political. The responses I get. Like 99.9% of the time, it's political. And it's always like the right, the left, the blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
I guess the question is, so like other countries like England and all these places where they don't seem to have the same kind of food issues, like their bread's real bread and everything. How is that? Because their system basically just will not allow the crap to be put into the food. In other words, there's no corruption on their side, and that's why. Because how can they do it and we can't?
Well,
they're not corrupt, I'm assuming.
So
How?
I can tell you how it happened. Let me back up. But they are corrupt. We're not saying that other countries are not corrupt. That's not a true statement. They are very corrupt.
But when it comes to the food, for whatever reason,
but when it comes to the food, the reason why they were not allowed to do the crap that they do in America is that people are not divided on that subject. You know what I mean?
Okay.
See, the thing about America,
you would think everybody would be like
the thing about America is
want
an
good food.
experiment. America is the experiment, and they're doing, and you know what? They're doing it really well. They use media to distract. And here's another response that I got when I asked that question. Oh, okay, Wendy, have a wonderful night. When I asked that question, when I asked that question, do we deserve better? Right? 95% of the responses I got were political, and it was always blaming the middle and lower class. Right and left. That was it. It had nothing to do with billionaires, government, nothing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the labeling I imagine the labeling over there is different because here, I mean, they'll put all this stuff on it. No added. There's all this stuff on the label that you don't even really know what it is.
Relaxed. Do you realize our FDA is so relaxed that if they could say that it's 0 calories and it'd actually be 5 or less? You know, it's just
supplements that are healthy and are good. Like these
statements. The thing is,
nobody's paying money to the FDA, so that's where the
another thing that our government has not regulated is farming. Our soil is stripped down to nothing.
Right. There's no nutrients left in the damn soil anyway. So as you grow broccoli, you're supposed to get all these nutrients.
But you're not getting it because
we
put all those crappy chemicals that ruin
there's a guy that I respect, Dr. Wallet, who is a very respected veterinarian, but he actually wrote a book called Dead Doctors Don't Lie. And he's all about, he's found the reason why, he's like, there's certain in animals, they don't have certain diseases because there's like 90 essential vitamins and minerals that they get. And if you don't get that, certain diseases will happen, like cancers and this and that, and MS and all this stuff. And
the one thing
that's his whole thing. Like that's his whole thing is. It's like
the
damn soil is, you can't get anything out of the soil anymore. It's crap.
Yeah, well, it's because of all the chemicals we put down. The one thing I started adding to my diet specifically is Celtic salt. And
yes, I use Celtic salt.
1 gram underneath your tongue, and that's 90% of your vitamins and minerals for the day, or your minerals anyway. I mean, it sucks. It sucks. Because we deserve so much better, but because we're fighting about all these things. Here's another thing that gets me.
How do you change it? How do you change something like that? Because those big companies squash you. I don't think we should allow this in the food anymore. We need to stop this. We need to stop that, and then they'll just.
It's one big system.
I just think they're just going to slant. There's no way. They're going to It's so stacked. I don't see how we can ever fix it because
I wish I had a whiteboard right here because I would just whiteboard it out. Right. So you've got pharmaceutical companies. They have.
But you can't reverse that. How do you do that? How do you get over them?
You gotta create legislation that basically gets rid of.
Because they're going to pay money to buy the politicians.
Pull the rotted tooth out and rebuild. That's the only way you're going to get rid of it.
Yeah, but you try to change legislation. And then the big pharma and all the companies like, we're going to pay money to this. We're going to lobby and pay money to these to the voter, to the senators and all those people, so they don't.
I think America's going to eventually just collapse in its own self, and here's why.
We really should. That's be the best thing for us. Listen. I think entertainment
purposes only.
Yeah, we really need to restart.
Let's talk about Rome for a second, right? You want to know why Rome fell? There was very specific things that led up to the fall of Rome, right? Okay. One was the devaluation of their own dollar bill. Guess what's happening in America?
Gosh, exactly. Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So the devaluation of their own money.
Right.
Next, high inflation.
We've printed so much money, we don't even have enough money in Fort Knox to cover every amount of money that's out in circulation. Our money's worth nothing. Just keep printing it.
So our dollar bill is currently devaluing. Second, high inflation.
Yep.
Okay, that's already happening. Third, the debt is so high we can't pay our bills. That just happened.
No.
That's what just happened.
No.
Guess what just happened? The Treasury announced we're insolvent as of 2025.
Right. Exactly.
So there's
Yeah.
three steps
We're bankrupt.
out
Yeah,
of
we are.
4
I know.
that caused Rome to fall.
Right.
Last
And
step was-
we've done them all. We've done them.
we've done 3 out of 4, right?
What's the
Right.
fourth-
The
what's the-
last step was people became like people, and we're almost there in America, where people couldn't afford to live.
Right. And we are almost there.
Revolted. They just revolted.
Right. People kind of got
And there was such wealth discrepancies between the rich, the ultra rich,
Right.
and the working class.
right.
Where
Right.
like it became like a French Revolution, where it was like,
Right.
screw you,
Yes.
going after you, mofo.
No.
How
I
much
get it.
longer in America can people stand it? That's the
Right.
point.
That's the thing. You got a
We've
family
done
of
3 out
five.
of 4.
Right.
How much longer is everybody gonna be like, you know what? Screw
I
you
got nothing
guys.
to lose. I got nothing to lose because I've lost everything anyway. So
Yeah, I got nothing to lose. I've already lost everything, so
No,
I
that's
will just go after you.
no, that's
It's like
great.
have you ever heard that story with the wolves, where if you don't feed your wolves for very long, and then you try to like come in and then like they attack you, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
that's what I feel like it's going to be in America. It's already headed that way. You know?
So much greed.
Well, see, the thing is, I actually have dark predictions for America, and I made these in 2023. So, not getting political on who's the administration, but I made dark predictions. And you want to hear my dark predictions?
Mhm.
2 of them have already come true. One, I said America would be bankrupt, which they already kind of are, insolvency in 2025. 2, I said the housing market would slow down or crash. It's already doing that. 3, I said banks are going to be in major trouble. Guess what? Lawsuits in Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase. And then here's another piece of information, guys.
They're scared of the crypto stuff.
Right. So here's another piece of information that when the government shut down in, I think, October, he was the biggest sign that let me know banks weren't doing well. There's a repo market in New York where banks can get emergency liquidity if they need to.
Okay.
And honestly, it wasn't even 10 days after the government shut down. They borrowed billions. Billions with the B. And it hasn't slowed down. It has not slowed down much at all. Like, that number keeps just rising. That tells me they don't even got 15 days of liquidity on hand. That's what that said to me right there. And guess what? The majority of the things that they're putting up for Hawk are mortgage-backed securities, which, if people don't pay their mortgage, they're not they're not even worth the paper they're printed on.
No. But yet, let's go send like millions and billions of dollars to other countries. It's like, that's what I'm like. Not to get political again.
I was like, you don't even
It
have
all
to.
comes back. It all comes back to
So
finance.
that told me right away, the government shut down, and then within not even 10 days, they were borrowing billions, right? Billions with a B. That told me they don't even got 10 days of liquidity on hand.
No.
What
Well,
happens when the business doesn't have 10 days of
if
liquidity?
there was a big run at the banks and everybody went and said, I'm going to take all my cash out. Oh, shit. That's what happened during the Great Depression, right? Everybody went and they're like, hey, I got whatever. I got $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 or $10,000 or $800 or whatever the hell. I want it. And if everybody, they don't have enough money in all the banks to be able to do it.
Another piece of information that I haven't been able to verify yet, I think a lot of banks didn't pay their FDIC insurance.
Insurance. So that whole, you're insured up to blah, 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 what, 500,000 or whatever?
Yeah, I haven't been able
I
to
wish
prove
I had
it.
that. I don't have that.
I know. I haven't been able to prove it yet, but
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
I have that gut feeling, for entertainment purposes only.
That's why the whole thing is, I mean, if we go to crypto, whatever, that
I
kind
don't
of a
think we're
system.
going to go to crypto, but I think that there is going to be a digital money. I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. I'm using that as just a generic term.
Yeah.
I don't carry cash. I always just use a card, and I'm spending dollars, which are just digits. So whether it's dollars or it's whatever.
You know what I keep seeing? I keep seeing a UBI eventually.
I mean, whatever it is, it is. But to me, they need to do it. They need to do a big.
So honestly, I think the next few years are going to.
And the IRS needs to go away.
I think the IRS already is. And here's the thing: I work for a company that's what I do, right, for a living. Any IRS notice that comes in, I'm supposed to call the IRS. I'm supposed to write them. Blah blah blah. Every time I call the IRS right now,
nobody answers.
Nobody answers, or they're saying their systems are down.
I know.
And I'm going to tell you, I wrote an abatement letter. There's one thing that they're trying to charge us tax for, which we filed an extension and we filed within a timely manner. I wrote an abatement letter last July. They keep sending me, it'll be 90 more days, it'll be 90 more days, it'll be 90 more days.
They don't have enough people to look
They don't have enough people looking at it.
But yet I know people that have like payment plans with the IRS, and maybe it's AI or computers doing it. But a friend of mine, like he pays like a couple $100 a month or something, to post the IRS, whatever. And he was like 20 days late, and they said, and they sent him a message saying, you're in default of your monthly payment. You have to. So I'm thinking, and he's like, how did they know so fast? And I go, it's probably an AI computer system that's doing that. On those kind of things, they're I guess they're right on.
Well, the funny thing is,
it's like they're never gonna know they're shut down and blah blah blah. And like, yeah, they knew. He's like, now I got to pay $400, otherwise, they're gonna take my payment plan away. And I'm like, yeah, offer them an offer and compromise and see what they say. But
at this point,
anyway.
I think I'm starting to think taxation is theft.
It is.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh,
you get taxed on our paycheck.
Right. Yep. Then you take that money, then you go buy something, you're taxed on that.
Right.
Yeah. You start a little side hustle with that money, and then you're taxed on that. Oh yeah.
You buy for that side hustle.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It would be better if it's just one flat, huge tax one time, and then that's it.
Right.
But yeah, I know
we get taxed 5 ways from Sunday. On the money that's already taxed.
Right.
The money that you get is taxed immediately, and then you're taxed on it 5 more times.
Right, exactly. You go spend it on something, you're taxed on that too. It's like
you keep something, you're taxed on that.
Right. You sell something on that's why they're always trying, like the people that are like, doing the side stuff through not necessarily like Square, Cash App, trying to make a little bit of extra money. The government's trying to figure out ways to get that.
Yeah, and you're taxed. It's like you're taxed on tax on tax. And I try to explain this to people. I try to explain.
Well, growing up in Massachusetts, that's what led to the whole Boston Tea Party, where we told England to go F themselves.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, my ex-boss made a comment to me one time. He's like, we literally threw tea over in the harbor for a 3% tax. And he was like, we're almost at 50 now. And nobody's saying a word. Like, it's just okay, because you got to think, the minimum you can get taxed on your check between the Social Security and the Medicare, and I'm not even talking state tax. Okay, this is just.
Luckily, there's none where I live. There's none.
But like federal tax alone, between the minimum between your Social Security, your Medicare, and the minimum federal tax you can pay is 10%, right? So 10% for that, 6%, 6.25. So 16% of your check is a minimum, a minimum that you're paying. That's not including state. And then each state has their own sales tax, which in my state, my area is 8 or 9% on every dollar that you spend.
Right.
So it's like, plus you got property taxes, and if you buy licenses for anything, you got, your car tax.
Even if you own in all the states, even if you own your home outright, you got to pay
property taxes.
I'm like that.
You never truly own it. If you don't pay property taxes, they take your home.
They'll take your home. Exactly.
Like,
yeah, I got a 78-year-old buddy. He bought a house. Yeah, he owns the house in cash. I mean, and he's like, I got to pay $2,500 a year, and he's retired on a fixed income and shit. He's like, if I don't pay $2,500 dollars, they'll take my house. So what does he do? He's a reptile guy, so he starts selling some of his animals. They find out that he's selling some of his animals, and they want fucking pieces of that. It's like, fuck you. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
No. I mean, you can't win. I know. That's why I'm like,
You can't
for
win for
entertainment
anything.
purposes, the IRS can go eat a big old donkey dick.
Yeah, like
Very much. Yeah. I mean, they're fucking, they're the devil. So
I'm starting to think taxation is theft. And the reason why
it is bad. Terrible.
because we're taxed on everything. Like if you add up all those taxes, and see the thing is, I added up those taxes and I put it in there, right?
Yeah.
And I said it's nearly 50%.
What percentage? Yeah, you're getting. Yeah. Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
It's nearly 50%, right? Between
I know
your payroll taxes and everything that you pay tax.
Yep. When you go buy a tax on this, tax
and
on
then
that.
I put that number on Facebook. And I had it all written out, right? Like this is this. And I said, it's nearly 50%. I think I got it like 48.9 or something percent. And then I got told that's not how it's calculated. I was like, and they really argued in my comments.
Go on to one of the AI programs like ChatGPT and put that in there. And
let's do it right now. I paid for ChatGPT.
If it comes back, or sometimes it'll come back and try to give you that kind of political BS answer, and then you just say, you're a computer, give me the answer. In other words, listen to me, and they will give you.
I got ChatGPT right on my phone, so guess what?
Put it in there. Hang on for just a second here.
Yeah.
But no, exactly. I did some ChatGPT stuff, and they tried to get all political on me, like saying, or something, and I go, you are a computer, you listen to what I have to say, and they gave you the answer. It's kind of like, no, you can't,
Okay, so the U.S. federal government collects 25 to 27% of taxes, and then.
I mean, a lot of this is coming from crunch data anyway, so you may or may not even get a real answer. But no, yeah, it's ridiculous. You're taxed.
You're taxed. Oh yeah, you're taxed like the shit out of yourself.
Yeah, you get your paycheck and you go and you buy it. I'm going to go buy a car. Oh, sales tax on that.
So federal taxes is between 16 and 18%. State and local taxes is about 10%. That's 28, right? Mm-hmm. Property taxes is 3 or 4. Let's just do 3.
Right.
28, 29, 30, 31. Sales tax is another 3 to 4. In Arizona, it's 9.
Wow. Is it really that high? Damn.
Yeah, it's that high.
Okay.
So they're saying 3 to 4. So let's just go with that. So you got 17, or you got 18, 10, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Plus the state income tax in most states is 2 to 3%. 35, 36, 37.
Okay.
So that's 37, right? And that's not including car and
no, it's crazy what we pay. I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, when it's all said and done.
When you buy a car, you pay 5 or 10%, and then
you got to file your income taxes on top of that. And they get you again.
Yeah.
They get you again.
And then
you got to pay income tax. Well, didn't I already pay that out of each paycheck?
And then your vehicle tax is about 1% per year.
Oh yeah, dude, it's
we got car registration fees, which is about when you buy a vehicle, it's 5 to 10%. Okay, and then when you're paying a vehicle tax for your tabs and stuff, you're paying 1 to 2% per year. So what did I say we were already at? Like what, 38?
Yeah, like I said,
37 or something like that. 30.
Yeah,
you're at 40%.
Right. If you make $100,000 a year as a salary person, you're only going to see like half of that. and then
Yeah, like we're already at 40%, and we're not including utility taxes.
Right.
Because every utility bill has taxes.
It's tax on utilities. Yes, tax
Yeah, tax on your cell phone, your
Right.
light bill, your water
Yes.
bill.
Yeah, internet, everything. Yeah,
Everything.
I know. It's
Like,
unbelievable.
you're at like almost 50% of your income.
But you have
When
no
I
choice.
did the math,
What are you
when I
gonna
did
do?
the math, people in my comment section were like yelling at me that I was wrong. You
No.
can't do it that way. You have to base it on everybody's income. I'm like, no, you don't.
No, you don't. No.
Like, it's very clear, guys.
No, it's pretty easy to. No, pretty easy to. Oh, Jesus.
And even ChatGPT agrees with me.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like you get taxed on almost 50. Let's just, let's be conservative and just say 40% of your income. 40% of your income is taxed, one way, shape, or form.
Yep.
And you're paying it to your local state or your local federal. And what do we have to show for 40% of our income going out that door? 40% of our labor. What do we have to show? That's the question I keep asking. What do you get for that? What, and don't you think you deserve better? Because
Yes.
countries that have universal health care tax a lot less and have health care for free.
No, I know.
Like China, for example, they don't pay property taxes for 100 years. You pay one property tax. I think it's like $1,000 every 100 years.
Well, that's because our country, there's a select few up at the top, raking in all the money, just a bunch of rich.
Well, and that's the thing. Like,
miser.
I'm just saying, China, for example, Singapore is the same way. Singapore has the best healthcare in the world right now. They spend about 4 to 5% of their GDP on healthcare, like I just said, and they are number one in the world, right? Here's another thing: they don't charge property taxes either. You pay your property taxes every 99 years. And it's super minimal. Like it's $1,000, $3,000, like every 99 years.
I just don't think we're trying to get this change. It means that the people up at the top, wherever they are, BlackRock,
right,
they don't want it to change because
they're making money hand over fist.
Yeah, they're sitting up there in the high hill castle with all the peasants. It's like they don't want it to change because
no, they don't want it to change.
No. So what do you got to do? Have a revolution, a revolt, or something? I mean, it's almost
that's
like
the only way to change it.
How are you ever going to get it? So people just
the only
say,
way to change it. It doesn't have to be violent. It doesn't have to be a violent revolution.
I mean, people just.
We just have to stop spending our money. We need to. What my idea was as an undergrad.
That's why you got to try to grow your own food and raise your own chickens.
We all need to get along and find an underground way to beat the billionaires at their own game.
Right.
To get all the products that we need through ourselves.
Right.
Whether we start our own supply chain, whatever.
Well, I mean, be a conspiracy theorist or not, but all of a sudden when the price of eggs was going up and all these people were like, and I know people that were doing this were basically, having their own chickens and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, it's like these chicken farms were burning down, and I mean, all of a sudden the feed. I mean, there's all this weird stuff that was going on. It was almost like they were trying to sabotage the people that are trying to. You know what? I'm not going to spend any more money on eggs. I'm going to raise my own, and I'll save my money that way. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to try to sabotage that and make sure that you can't do that.
That's why I said we need our own supply chain. We need to find a way to supply all of our own stuff. We can do it. We can easily do it. If the billionaires can do it, we can do it.
But no, yeah, exactly. It's going to take because if we keep doing what we're doing, we're just playing their game, and we're
right. We're just playing their game. That's all.
Yeah. Wow, we've been on for 2 hours. I'm almost ready to call it a night, only because it's almost midnight here. But
oh yeah, it is almost midnight.
We got to do this again. No, I miss this. This is fun. We haven't done this in forever.
We haven't done this in forever. Yeah, we need to start doing this more often. Even
I
if
know
it's
we
just
gotta
my YouTube. I mean,
I know. I'll make sure that I'll
we,
switch.
we need to plan it though, so we can get more people watching.
Yeah, yeah.
We
I
could
don't
just
know.
do. We could even do conspiracy theory night.
Right. That's true.
You know,
We
like
could.
we could, because like we have conspiracy theories. But yeah, we haven't seen each other. We really haven't talked since he moved.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah, well, since we moved to Florida, it's like we never talk anymore.
Yeah, with the
I'm
3
not
hour
feeling the
time
love like I was in
difference.
Colorado.
That's because I kind of got away from a lot of the internet shit. But
Yeah, well, time to come back. Time to make an appearance. I think we all need to make an appearance. I need to make an appearance to try to like promote my stuff
yeah,
and see my friends
I mean,
again.
next time I'll have you like do a tarot reading or something for me.
Oh yeah, I mean I can do cards right now.
All right.
What do we got?
I mean, because all the stuff you did before, we don't have to go into specifics, but I mean, it was for the time, it was spot on.
It was. What's the question? My
Tarot,
friend?
so I have to ask a question. I don't know.
You don't even know what the question's gonna be, huh? Do you have any idea what the question is?
Let's do it next time.
Okay.
We'll wait.
All
We'll
right.
keep everybody on the edge of their seat for the next time.
I mean, you could always just text me and I'll do one for you.
Yeah.
Not on live camera.
But anyway, it's fun.
I actually
Next
went
time
to. I keep collecting tarot decks. You
Next time I'm going to call in using my cell phone, and my cell phone actually through the iPods has a noise canceling that is so incredible that I could literally be doing the dishes and the dogs could be barking and I'm talking to people and they can't hear it.
Oh, that'd be nice.
But
all right, Kevin.
I don't have that with this headset. So.
Yeah, I know. I think I need to upgrade my equipment too. My equipment's so old.
Because when I'm at work,
Yeah.
I have the same setup at home, but yeah, I'm using this headset and everything. There's usually no noise. I mean, I'm in an office and it's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
It's not really set up for all this.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But hey, we need to do this again.
Yeah, I'll check it with you tomorrow and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the noise of the night get through. I don't know. I was gonna say don't let the bed bugs bite.
All the crime in Florida.
I swear it follows you, dude. It follows you.
There's murders everywhere, but I mean.
But then all of a sudden, wherever you move, that's where it is.
I know all the politics.
It's like Colorado, now Florida, then it was Wisconsin.
I lived in Arizona, and there was stuff there. I lived in California.
Follows you around, buddy. We need to do it. I need to do a tarot reading about that.
Minnesota, which is supposed to be like the wholesome of the wholesome, and there's stuff going on there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to do a tarot reading and let you know. If you're the one, if you're the catalyst. But all right, have fun. Enjoy your night.
Good evening, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.